sportsmanship at all times. Win or lose, your attitude matters. Let's show respect to our coaches, referees, and all participants who make the game possible. Now, will you please stand as we honor America with the flag of our national anthem. Number 23, Bryn Andres. Number 25, Kate Garland. And last but not least, number 30, Alana Simon. Let's sing our Central Trojans.
All right, closing out the regular season for the 7th graders as they take on the Washington Central Trojans. Irish with 7th graders with only one loss on the season to Class 2A St. Philomena's. They've got a challenge today with the Class 3A Central Trojans. Tip controlled by the Trojans. And they'll start right, working on Bryn. Throw to the corner. We're on Grace, bring in a lane, kick it out to the elbow. Look it out top. Pick up the dribble, top of the key. Lob right to Aime. She gets it to Grace. Grace accelerates left side. Then he'll back out, get it to Gianna. Gianna will bring it to a pocket. Picks up her dribble, gets it to Bryn. Bryn will work right, cycle to Cecilia. She'll sweep, drive, bring it to the lane. And then she shuffles the feet as she tried to pump fake the turnover to the Trojans. Trojans quickly over the timeline, working right, kick it to the corner, working baseline, walled off there, and turned over to the Irish as it went through the Trojans' hands. Grace quickly across the timeline, then slows down, backs out. Use the screen from Bryn, sweeps right, and brings it into the lane, throws up a runner, high off the glass, no rebound, pulled down by the Trojans. They'll look ahead. Cecilia's there. That's a travel. And that's what's called. 5:01 to go first quarter. No score. Grace over the timeline. Tries to get to Gianna. She eventually gets it at the baseline. Picks up a dribble out to Bryn. Bryn cycles to Cecilia. She'll get it over to Grace. Grace brings it in the lane, tries to kick Gianna, deflected. Gianna grabs it. She'll swing it out to Celia. She'll swing it to Bryn. Bryn picks up her dribble, floats it out to Gianna, top of the key. She dribbles it off a foot. Grace will pick it up, and she will be fouled as she got landed on from behind. Looks like she's all right. I got to get the sticky mat out of the way for the inbound. Bryn to Grace. Grace, the free throw line, then backs out. Then next attack right. Circles back. Gets to attack again. Back into the lane. Throws up a shot high off the glass. No. Rebound pulled down by the Trojans. They push ahead. Cut off. Skip across. Diving down the lane. Aime picks up. Throw to the baseline. Gianna's there. They get around. Shot up over Aime. No. Rebound. Tipped. Taken down by the Trojan. They kick it out to the elbow. That shot's up. No. Rebound pulled down by the Trojans. Skip pass out top. To the baseline. Looking to drive on Gianna. Pick up the dribble. Now driving on Bryn. Gianna's there to help. Over Aime. Off the side of the backboard. Rebound. But she stepped on the baseline. It'll be Irish ball with 3:35 to go. Still no score. Grace accelerates, brings it into the lane, loses the handle, regains, puts up off the glass and in. 2-0 Irish lead. Which they haven't put on the scoreboard yet. And the clock's not running, now it's running. That's out of bounds to the Irish. Grace starts right, then works central. Kicks out to Bryn. Bryn cycles right. She pulls up a shot. That's off the glass. No. Rebound Trojans. Quickly down through traffic. Shot won't go. Rebound pulled down by Grace. She'll bring it to the right side. Put it up off the glass. No. Rebound pulled down by Cecilia. She gets it out to Gianna. She'll put it off the rim. No. Rebound pulled down by Grace. Grace will back things out. Slim to Gianna. Gianna to Grace. Skip pass to Bryn. She'll catch that at the baseline. She works it up, puts up a floater. That's off the side backboard. Trojans will come down with the rebound. Look ahead. Aime's there. That'll be a travel. And it is. Irish are hustling back on their transition defense. 2:31 to go first quarter. 2-0 Irish as Grace will walk things up. Over the timeline. Back and into contact. And kicks it out to Bryn near midcourt. Bryn looks to attack left. Picks up her dribble. Gets to Gianna baseline. She'll throw up a shot. That's good! Gianna. Trickly down. Then they kick it out to the elbow. Throw down to the block. Shot up over Grace. Too strong. Rebound Aime. She'll outlet to Grace. 2 minutes to go first quarter. Grace loses the handle, but Trojans are out of bounds. Trojans spiked the ball there too. Could have been a technical not called. Trojans need a timeout with 1:57 to go. Definitely wider. I'm not convinced it's longer. I'm going by the volleyball lines. Volleyball line to baseline looks about the same. Maybe a little bit. It'll be Irish ball on the side after the timeout. Bryn and Grace, Aime, Gianna, and Cecilia on the floor for the Irish with the 4-0 lead. And 1:57 to go in the first quarter. Grace starts left, cycles middle, swings out to Bryn. Bryn tries to get to Aime. That's tipped. Aime pulls it down, gets to Cecilia. She touch passes it to Bryn. Bryn wants to get it to Grace, then she'll look to attack. Picks up her dribble there, gets it out to Grace. Grace will step into a three. That's off the back iron. No rebound, pulled down by the Trojans. Trojans guarded by Cecilia. Try to cycle. That's a high dribble. Almost a carry, not called. Then they pick up the dribble. Throw into the high post. Grace will pull it away. Minute 15 to go. 4-0 Irish. Gianna, right side, gets it back to Grace. Grace skips it across to Bryn, right side. She looks to corner. Cecilia in the corner. She thought about the three. Tries to step through traffic. She's tied up for a jump ball. It stays with the Irish. Trojans bringing a sub with a minute 2 to go. Inbound to Aime. Oh, gotta shoot that. She kicks it out to Grace. Cecilia in the corner. Bounce pass deflected. Taken by the Trojans. Tied up by Grace. Oh, they got a foul call. They got Grace with a foul. Her first, team's first of the quarter with 52.3. Throw it up a floater on the runner. That's good. 4-2 Irish with 43. I don't know why they stopped the clock after the basket. Over to Bryn on the right side. Celia in the corner. She'll get it out to Bryn. That's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Irish. Inbound to Grace. Grace will bring it to the middle. Kicks it out to Bryn near midcourt. She'll cycle it back to Grace. Grace dribble near the top of the key. 20 seconds to go in the quarter. To Gianna. Gianna loses the handle, gets it back to Grace. 14 seconds to go. Try to look down low to Bryn. Bryn catches it. She'll throw up a high arcer. That's rebounded by the Trojans with 3, 2, 1. The shot will get off before the horn, but will not go. After 1, the Irish lead the Trojans 4-2. No. It'll be Trojan ball as we start the second quarter. On the floor for the Irish. Jill checks in. Bryn, Gianna, Aime, and Grace. Trojans quickly, free throw line, jumper, off the glass, no, rebound, pulled down by Jill after tip by Grace. She'll dribble and then take it to Grace. Grace across midcourt. Floats 1-2, tall for Gianna, out of bounds to the Trojans. Trojan over the timeline. And a travel on the Trojans. They started their drive. Grace attacks right, picks up her dribble, gets it to Bryn. Bryn, one dribble. Jill in the corner. She will step on the sideline, and it'll be a turnover to the Trojans. Trojans over midcourt. Put on Gianna. Let's throw down to the baseline, put up her floater. That's good. We're all tied up at 4. Grace starts left, picks up the dribble, floats it over to Bryn. Bryn tries to get it to Grace. That's tipped. Grace will take the top of the key. Back to Bryn. Bryn to Jill near the elbow. She'll dribble into the corner. It's trapped there. Dribbles it into a Trojan. Pulled up. Jump ball. Irish ball. 4:53 to go in the second. Inbound to Grace. She'll pivot. Take the 3. That's no good. Rebound to Aime. She'll kick it to Gianna. Gianna swings it to Bryn. Bryn to Grace. Grace gets double teamed. Backs out. Tries to use the ball screen. Gianna is interference there. Bryn tries to get it to Gianna. It's tipped. Bryn will track it down. Throws ahead to Grace. Grace will spin, but travel as she looks for Jill. Cecilia will check back in for Jill. 4:30 to go. Second quarter, tied at 4. And Bryn throw to the corner. Aime and Cecilia are there. They kick out for the 3. That's off the rim. No. Rebound Aime. She'll get it to Grace. Grace, left side, picks up the dribble, floats it out to Bryn. Bryn picks up the dribble, gets to Cecilia in the corner. She tries to get to Aime. That's deflected and taken away by the Trojans. Gianna tries to cut it off. They get around, put up a floater at the baseline. No. Rebound pulled down by Aime, then pulled away as she got hurt. Irish can't get possession, and now we finally get a foul call on the Irish. As they wouldn't blow the whistle while the Trojans were in possession. I'm not sure who they called on the Irish foul on. It's our first of the quarter. Trojans to the line for 2. Aime's trying to work out something in her shoulder. First free throw, no good. Second free throw, no good. Rebound, pulled down by the Trojans, and they put it up and in. They take the 6-4 lead. That float pass tipped and taken by the Trojans. They'll look ahead. Bryn's there. Shot won't go. Rebound pulled down by the Trojans. That won't go. Rebound is down on the floor. Cecilia will tie it up. And she must have been out of bounds. Inbound tipped. Gianna can't pull it away. Kick out to the baseline jumper. That's no good. Rebound pulled down over Aime. Kick it out to the elbow. Cycling out. They kick it out further. Looking to drive on Bryn. Then over Aime. That should be an offensive foul, and it's not going to be called that way. Aime was straight up, planted in the lane. They got team's third. I thought it was only our second of the quarter. First free throw is good. Oh no, it would be the third. They got the reach on Grace earlier. No, they were just corrected too. That must have been the first quarter. Second free throw is good as well. Trojans with the 8-4 lead. Grace over the timeline, waits for the defense to extend, looks to attack, then backs out. Holds, waits for a second to come. Now attack right, gets it to Bryn. Bryn will cycle, then back to Grace. Grace to Aime high post, she's surrounded, tied up, jump ball. Will stay with the Irish. Inbound lobbed over to Grace. Grace looks to attack, brings it into the lane, puts up a runner off the glass and in. 8-6 Trojans lead, 2:43 to go. Turns the corner, throws up a runner that's good. (10-6) Trojans as Grace is over the timeline, then backs out. Closer to Bren. Bren picks up the dribble, gets to Cecilia in the corner. She'll try to pivot through traffic and gets called for a jump ball again. It's time to the Trojans. Trojans working on Bren. Race down the lane, knocked loose, kick it out to the corner. One dribble, thrown out top. Drive down the lane, no, rebound Grace. She'll accelerate the other way. Down the left side, through contact, laid up, and in! The hoop and the harm for the Irish. Grace will go to the line for one more.
Let's go, Grace.
First free throw is good, makes it 10-9 Trojan lead. 2:02 to go in the half. Around Grace, around Gianna. Carey is the call. She spikes the ball again. Gotta be careful. And she'll take a seat. Grace to Bren. Bren cycling right. Then works back center, gets to Gianna up top. She'll cycle to the right. Cecilia in the corner. She gets around, bounce pass into Aime. Aime can't handle it. It was a little at the feet, jump ball, Irish ball. Inbound to Aime. Aime one dribble, loses the handle. Got knocked out of bounds. It was last touched by the Irish. Minute 34 to go in the half. Nobody's there. Deny, Bren. Deny. They'll float ahead. Cecilia cut it off. Then they look to drive. Aime's there. Aime with the partial block. Rebound pulled down by Grace. Grace will accelerate. Left corner, then backs it out to Gianna. Slings it to Bren. Bren looks right, then back to Gianna. Gianna, Grace, corner three. That's no good. Rebound Cecilia. Her shot's blocked. Aime grabs it, gets it out to Grace. Grace for three again. That rattles out. Rebound tipped around, taken down by the Trojans. Bren knocked it loose. And then they'll outlet ahead. Gianna will deny. They get around underneath. Put up the layup is good. 12-9. They keep stopping the clock on made baskets. I don't know why. Grace dribble it off a foot. She'll track it down, gets it knocked loose. She'll track that down in the backcourt with 37 seconds to go. Uses the screen from Bren. Then passes ahead to Bren. Bren to the three-point line. Back to Grace. Grace to Bren. Bren will back out. 25 seconds. Aime wants a high post. Bren picks up the dribble. Gets to the Grace. Grace puts the runner from the free throw line out. That's no good. Rebound Trojans. 13 seconds to go. Working on Gianna. Then they'll take the three. That's off the back iron. No. Gianna will pull down the rebound. 4 seconds, Grace. She'll take the half-court heave. Off the half-court and rim. No good. At the half, St. Patrick's Irish trail the Central Trojans 12-9. Back to the second half in 10 minutes. Here for the second half. It'll be Trojan balls start the second half. Trojans with a 12-9 lead over the St. Pat's Irish. I misspoke earlier. The Trojans are a 4A school, not 3A. On the floor for the Irish, Grace, Aime, Gianna, Bryn, and Cecilia. Trojans inbound, over the timeline, around the screen, throw to the corner. They'll take the baseline jumper. That won't go. Rebound, tracked down by the Trojans, then backing out. Cecilia extends. Picks up the dribble, throw to the high post, working on Grace. Kick it out to the elbow. That jumper won't go. Rebounded by the Trojans. Putback won't go. Rebound over Aime. That putback won't go either. Trojans with the rebound. That putback rattles out. Rebound pulled down by the Trojans. That shot won't go. Trojans with the rebound again. Tipped around. Gianna tries to tie it up. On the floor, gets it to Grace. Grace will come away with it. Swings it to Bryn. Bryn, Cecilia, baseline. She'll drive, tries to get to Aime's. Trojans step in front of it. Shot. Grace got ball with the up hand, but was into the body with the offhand. Irish first team foul of the quarter. I believe Grace is second. First free throw, no good. Second free throw is good. Sends the lead to 13-9. Grace, a little shake and bake move, gets free, then gets it to Bryn. Bryn, that pass back to Grace was tipped. Grace will gain possession. Splits defense, gets to the free throw line, picks up the dribble, gets it out to Bryn. Bryn into the pocket, bounce pass to Aime, high post, she can't catch it clean. Trojans come away with it. Racing down past Grace, laid up, no, rebound. Tipped around, last touch by the Irish. Inbound to the baseline. Working on Bryn. Pull up a runner. That rattles out. Rebound pulled down by Aime, and she's fouled. She got hit in the face again. Trojans' first foul of the quarter. Grace over on the left side. Floats it over to Bryn. Bryn to Grace. Grace dives down the lane, puts up a runner. Shot won't go, but she'll go to line for two. Trojan, I think, caught a knee in the midsection.
Let's go, Grace!
First free throw, no good. Trojans will bring in a sub. Second free throw, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Trojans. Grace cuts it off and they accelerate again. Aime's there at the block. They kick it out to the elbow. Back out top. Working on Gianna into the lane. Aime cuts it off and a travel. Good help defense from the Irish. 13-9 Trojans, 3:58 to go in the third. Grace accelerates left, picks up the dribble, cycles back to Bryn. Bryn will run it left. Gets to Aime high post. It's tipped around, out of bounds. Will stay with the Irish. Inbound Grace. Grace out to Gianna. She picks up her dribble, skips it over to Bryn. Bryn back to Gianna, around to Grace. Grace looks to drive, backs in, puts up a runner. That's no good. And out of bounds. Will go to the Trojans. Irish to bring pressure.
All right, let's team.
They'll throw long over Aime. Laid up and in by the Trojans. 15-9 Trojan lead. Grace wants to go fast, then backs it out to Bryn. Bryn to Gianna. She draws two. Tries to drive baseline, steps on the baseline. Turn over the Trojans. Jill will check in. Aime's going to step out. Deflected by Grace, been caught by the Trojans. Knocked loose by Grace. Last touch by the Trojans. Inbound to Grace. Grace to the top of the key, then circles back. Pass over to Bryn.
Come on, Irish.
Bryn will circle back to Grace. Grace to Cecilia in the corner. Cecilia pivots through traffic, gets it pulled away. Just trying to split that defense, hasn't worked for her yet. Attacks right at Bryn and then throws out of bounds. Irish ball. Irish will take a timeout with 2:43 to go in the third, trailing 15-9. The Irish ball after the timeout on the floor for the Irish. Bryn, Grace, Gianna, Jill, and Cecilia. Bryn skips it across to Grace. Jill in the corner. She'll take the jumper. That's no good. Rebound pulled down by Bryn. She dribbles up foot. Cecilia grabs it, puts it up. No rebound, Trojans. Grace on line, runner, no rebound. Pulled down by the Trojans. Try to be tied up by Grace. Cecilia gets thrown down. They look ahead. I lost screen for a long time. Double dribbles the call. While we were gone, Trojans got another bucket. It's 19-9 Trojans with 6.4 to go. She'll accelerate, throw up a runner at the buzzer. That's off the glass. No. After three, Trojans 19, Irish 9. Hopefully the stream will stay with me for the fourth quarter. It'll be Trojan ball to start the fourth quarter. Irish haven't broken the huddle yet. We haven't gotten a horn yet either. Irish with Grace, Jill, Gianna, Cecilia, and Bren. Working on Bren. Then Cecilia in the corner. Throw across the lane. Up over Jill is good. 21-9 Trojans.
Come on, Irish.
Grace across to Bren. Bren back to Grace. Grace looks to attack. Picks up the dribble. Floats it out to Jill. She'll take the three. That's no good. Rebound Trojans. Cross dribbled right into Gianna. Gianna will tie it up. Jump ball. It's Irish ball. Jaime checking back in. They didn't change the arrow at the quarter. Jaime will check in for Cecilia.
All right, let's go, Irish.
Grace across to Bren. Bren, one dribble to Grace. Grace down lane to Jill in the corner. She'll bring it into the pocket. Gets tied up. Pulls it away. Gets to Grace. She'll take the three. That's no good. Rebounded by the Trojans. They'll outlet. Look ahead. Around Jaime. Laid up. No. Rebound Trojans. Put back is good. Grace shuffled the feet as she tried to pivot out. Turnover to the Trojans. 4:50 to go fourth quarter. Skip to the corner. Pass in, Linden covered. Throw to the left corner. Up top. Down to the baseline. Around Jaime. Laid up. No. Rebound. Pulled down by a Trojan. Knocked around. Jill will grab the loose ball. She'll dribble out and then get it to Grace.
Good job, Jill.
Grace to Bren. Bren accelerates left side. Into the pocket. Throws up a runner off the front iron. No. Rebound tracked down by the Trojans. Pushing on Grace. Laid up and in. 25-9 Trojans.
Come on, Irish, let's go.
Grace pivots, gets it to Bren. Bren backs out. Bren looks to attack. Picks up the dribble. Gianna to drive. She's walled off there. Gets it to Bren. Bren skips it to Grace. Grace for three. Rattles out. Rebound pulled down by the Trojans.
Come on, defense, let's go.
Working on Jill. Pick up the dribble there. Lobbed over to the free throw line. Gianna tried to knock it loose. They throw to the block. Step through as a travel. Irish will take another timeout with 3:31 to go, trailing 25-9. Looks like Kirsten will be checking in for the Irish. I shall have Bryn, Grace, Gianna, Kirsten, and Jill. Grace will walk things up. Grace over midcourt to Bryn. Bryn back to Grace. Grace, Jill in the corner. Dribbles in, throws up shot, blocked. Pulled down by the Trojans. Irish bringing pressure. Grace will tie it up. Jump ball. This time possession is to the Trojans. 3:08 left. Irish bringing pressure. Trojans inbound and race down the floor right side. Jill's there, but they run by her. Shot goes up, no. Rebound Trojans. Put back, no. Rebound Trojans. That putback is good.
All right, come on, Irish, let's go.
Use a ball screen from Bryn. Then floats it down to Kirsten. She tries to step through, kicks it back out to Grace. Grace will back out. Floats it down to Jill in the corner. She'll take the jumper. No rebound. Grace, reverse layup off the bottom of the backboard. Trojans rebound and outlet, then push ahead. Don't catch it clean. Bryn recovers and knocks it loose, and Grace grabs the loose ball. She'll look ahead to Kirsten. Kirsten will not be able to track it down to the corner. Irish will bring in a line change of Cecilia, Evelyn, Rose, Ellie, and Jocelyn with 2:19 to go. Looking on Cecilia. Pick up the dribble. Bounce pass across. Looking on Jocelyn. Back out. Get across. Jocelyn will tie it up. Jump ball. Irish ball.
Go, Irish.
Cecilia picks up the dribble, gets it to Ellie. Ellie picks up her dribble, gets it down to Jocelyn. Jocelyn tries to back in, loses the handle, and she's on the baseline out of bounds. Trojan ball with a minute 46. Trojans throw to the right side. It's on Jocelyn. Now to the corner. Shot goes up. No. Rebound. Pulled down by Jocelyn. She'll hand off to Rose. She'll try to get it to Ellie. Ellie will track it down, keep it in bounds, but loose. And the Trojans will track it down. Cecilia and Jocelyn are there. Cecilia will tie it up at the free throw line. It'll be jump ball. That should be Irish ball again. But they're pointing Trojan away because I don't think they twitched the arrow. That should be Irish. Lobbed in. They still haven't switched the arrow. Shot over Rose. Rebound. Evelyn, sorry. Nope. And then pulled away by the Trojans. Now they switch the arrow. Shot goes up. That won't go. Rebound knocked out of bounds by the Trojans. Irish ball with a minute 10. Inbound to Cecilia. She'll accelerate. Bring it to traffic, loses the handle. Jocelyn tries to get it. Cecilia snaps it back. Ellie, it'll be tied up. This time the jump ball will be Irish ball. Inbound, Cecilia. She'll drive into the pocket, gets tied up, tries to get to Evelyn, gets knocked down. Ball comes away to the Trojans. They'll go to the other side. Rose with the block. Out of bounds to the Trojans. Inbound. Rose knocks it loose. Thrown up. Ellie knocks it loose. Pulled down, and Ellie will come away with it. She'll dribble into traffic, lose the handle, regain, throw up a shot off the rim, no. Rebound, knocked around, tied up by Jocelyn on the floor. Trojans try to hand it off, it's still loose. Rose will pull away with it, gets it to Cecilia. Cecilia will back out. Loses the handle. To defend, they kick it out. Jumper goes up, no, and out of bounds to the Irish with 16.5. Ellie to Cecilia. She gets her pocket picked. And the layup from the Trojans makes it 29-9. Inbound Cecilia. Brings it left to the sideline and gets a foul with 2 seconds to go. First foul of the quarter for either team. Ellie inbound Cecilia. She'll hold. And that will do it. 7th graders drop only their second game of the season. 29-9 to the Washington Central Trojans. They start regional play Saturday. I think it's 11:45 scheduled tip-off against Riverview at Normal Epiphany. We'll have the 8th grade game here on Irish Live in about 10 minutes. That regional game will either be Irish Live or Irish YouTube, depending on the Wi-Fi situation.
Welcome to the whole gymnasium at Central Intermediate School for tonight's 8th grade girls basketball contest. For the visiting St. Matt's Irish Near Central Trojans. Please remember to practice good sportsmanship at all times. Win or lose, your attitude matters. Let's show respect to our coaches, referees, and all participants to make the game possible. Now let's meet tonight's starting lineup for the visiting Irish. Number 1, Grace Martin. Number 2, Grace Mesmer. Number 12, Emma Petit. Number 15, Maeve Green. Number 4, Maya Anthony. Now your starting lineup for your Central Trojans. Number 3, Addie Gray. Number 11, Maria Madden. Number 23, Sophie Randlin. Number 24, Riley Clark. And last but not least, number 25, Cody Ellis. Let's hear for your Central Trojans.
8th graders getting ready to finish off their regular season campaign against the Washington Central Trojans. Tip controlled by Grace, and she's immediately tied up, but they'll call a jump ball, which means we're gonna, I guess we're just gonna re-jump because it wasn't clear possession. All right, this is a new one. All right, apparently we're gonna re-jump. Grace will jump. And yeah, Trojans definitely control that one. Hand off in the corner. Cycle up. Looks like she put it on her hip for a double dribble, not called. Throw the high post. Float back out to the corner. Jumper. Rattles. No. Rebound. Tip around. Irish. Maya tracks it down. Gets it to Grace. Grace. Spin move. Picks up the dribble. Floats it, but Maya didn't see it coming, and the Trojans come away with it. Emma's there to stop ball. Shot goes up. It'll stay there. It's Trojan ball after the block from Emma. Inbound. Up the elbow, then to the corner. Pump and drive, kick it out to the right side. Back to the free throw line, down to the block, laid up and in. 2-0 Trojans. And they extend their defense, try to speed up the Irish. Grace over the timeline, spins to the lane, floats it down to Grace M, down to Emma. Emma skips it out to Maya. Maya picks up her dribble, gets it to Emma. Emma to Grace, swings it to Grace for three. That's short, rebound Trojans.
Rebound, girls!
They look to go quickly. Grace knocks it loose, but the Trojans regain possession. Go to the free throw line, jumper. That's no good. Rebound tipped around, pulled down by Grace M. She'll start the other way, then get it back to Grace P. She'll ride the hand check, floats it down to Maya in the corner. She'll split, tries to get them a free throw line. She'll shovel it over to Grace. She'll take the long three. That's off back iron, then off the basket support. Rebound by the Trojans. Trojans throw the free throw line, then hit the runner diving down the lane, laid up and in. Emma will accelerate, then get back to Grace. Grace will split defenders. Find Grace M baseline. She takes one dribble, gets it to Emma. Emma looks to go baseline. She takes the pull-up runner. That's off the iron, no. Rebound Trojans. Outlet, and looking to attack. Maya cuts it off. Pick up the dribble there. Throw down to the post, over Grace. Grace with the foul, and the basket's good. Irish will take a timeout before the Trojans go to the line for one more.
Yeah, and then give me a good article. So then they said they texted me, it's ready. We went out. And then I went to the
Trojans to shoot one more free throw. Irish still with Grace, Emma, Maeve, and Maya. Free throw is good. 7-0 Trojans, 3:37 to go first quarter. Emma weaves left, picks up the dribble, gets it back to Grace. She'll cycle right, loses the handle, floats it over to Maya. She'll force it down to Maeve. Maeve one dribble, puts up a floater, that won't go. Rebound Trojans. Trojans throw to the right elbow, working on Emma. Down into the lane, then out to the free throw line. Ooh, well, just kept that pivot foot down. As they throw left side, throw it away, out of bounds. Grace hands off to Emma. Emma works it left, circles back to Grace. She'll look to the right side, picks up the dribble, then to Emma. Emma for three. That's off the iron, no. Rebound, pulled down by the Trojans. Over the timeline, throw to the left side. Ball's loose, but the Trojans pick it up. Go down to the block. Back to the free throw line. Jumper, no. Rebound off Maya's foot. Maya will track it down, get it to Grace. She'll push right side. Down to the right corner. Then work to back out. Then cycle. Pivots through traffic. Gets it to Emma. Emma's tied up. Jump ball, Irish ball. .219 to go first quarter. Irish trailing by 7. As a Trojan needs to tie their shoe. All right, now we're ready. Maya to inbound. Kick it out to Grace. Grace brings it down the lane, loses the handle. Trojans come away with it. Bell outlet, looks to go quickly. Right side. Over Emma, shot won't go. Rebound pulled down by Grace M. And she'll get it to Emma. Emma looks to push, then gets it back to Grace. Grace floats it out to Emma, left side. She'll take the three. That's no good. Rebound pulled down by the Trojans. They'll float it back out top. Then look down in the lane, pivot, shoot, no. Rebound Trojans, put back is blocked, but grabbed by a Trojan who puts it up and in. Hand it off to Emma, then back to Grace. Grace to Maya. Maya to Emma at the free throw line, back to Grace. Grace down to Maeve. Maeve drives under the basket to the corner, gets it to Emma. Emma for three. That's off the iron, no. Grace M with the rebound. She'll get back to Emma. She'll look to drive left, then circle back. Skips it out to Grace, top of the key. She'll step into a three. That's off the iron, no. Rebound knocked off. Last touch by the Irish, apparently, with a minute three. Trojans throw into the high post. Try to dump down to the block. Tipped out to the corner. Maeve tips that out of bounds. Trojans track it down. They'll cycle around. Drive it, then kick to the left corner. Kick to the top of the key. Right side, down to the right block. To the free throw line. Jumper is good. Trojans have worked that inside out for shots a couple times. Grace accelerates past the first defender, then cycles back to Emma. Floats it over to Maya. Maya dribbles into the corner. She's trapped. Gets it down to Maeve. Maeve skips it across to Grace, who can't catch it clean. It goes out of bounds to the Trojans with 21 seconds to go in the quarter. Sophia will check in for Grace M. They work it left side. Then roll off. Pick up the dribble. Kick it to the left elbow for three. That's off the iron. That's off the top of the backboard. And that's out of bounds to the Irish.
5 seconds.
With 5.7 to go. Grace. Quickly over. Hands it off to Emma. Emma with the runner. That won't go. After one. St. Patrick's Irish 0. Washington Central Trojans 11. Be Trojan ball as we start the second quarter. Maya, Grace P, Emma, Sophia, and Maeve on the floor for the Irish. Trojans inbound, work it over big court. Pick up the dribble, try to throw through some hands, track down at the block. Across the right side, jumper, no, rebound, pulled down eventually by Emma. Gets it to Grace. Grace over the timeline. Steps into a three from the top of the key. That's off the iron, no. Rebounded by the Trojans. Pick up the dribble, throw it to the high post. That's the right side, down to the right block. Back out top. Free throw line. Cut off the cutter. 3-pointers up. That's banked in. It's at 14-0 Trojans. Emma to Maeve, right corner. Takes one dribble in, then throws it to the middle, but only a Trojan's there. They'll slow things down. The high post rolling down the lane, laid up and in. Grace went for the steal and had a clear path when she didn't get there. Grace got knocked loose. Emma tracks down the loose ball. Gets it to Maya, she'll swing it to Grace. Grace to Maeve. Maeve skips to Emma, left side. She'll throw it up off the glass. That won't go. Rebound tipped, but grabbed by the Trojans. Over midcourt. Driving down the lane, laid up, no. Rebound. Trojans, put back, won't go. Rebound tipped around. Trojans come back with it. Kick it out to the top of the key and swing it left. Back right. Pump, drive, laid up and in. Irish will take a full timeout. Looked like the Irish had Ash and Grace M checking in. The Irish ball with Ash, Maya, Emma, Grace M, and Sophia. Emma will walk things up. From this side, hands off to Grace M, skips across Sophia. Sophia brings it down to the baseline, tries to pump it down to Ash. And a foul called on the Trojans, I guess. Inbound, Sophia takes a quick jumper. That's off the iron, no. Rebound pulled down by Maya. Maya skips out to Grace. Grace tries to get Sophia. It's knocked down. Sophia will track it down, get it back to Grace. Shoves it over to Emma. Emma works at left corner. Then she looks to drive, and she'll pick up a foul. Trojans second of the quarter. Maya mounts to Emma baseline. She'll cycle out to Grace. Push down to Ash at the post. She gets it back out to Grace after being surrounded. Kicks to Sophia for three. That's good! 18-3 Trojans. Maya knocks it loose. She'll tie it up. Pulled away and then landed on. And a timeout was called by Washington Central before the tie-out. Oh no, we got a jump ball. We do have a jump ball. Floats it down. It's tipped, knocked out of bounds by the Trojans. And now to Emma. Emma skips across to Grace M. Sophia can't catch it clean, out of bounds to the Trojans. Timeline, floated down to the block, thrown up and in. Emma to Grace. Tries to skip across to Maya, tipped out of bounds. They'll stay with the Irish for 3:03. And down to Emma. To Grace. Switch attack, picks up the dribble. Skips across to Maya, intercepted by the Trojans. They'll come the other way. Emma's there to wall it off, but they shoot over. Layup won't go. Rebound Trojans. Pivot, put up a shot. That won't go. Rebound Grace. We get it to Emma. Gets it to Grace. Sophia. She'll pick up the dribble. That outlet pass tipped and then grabbed by a Trojan. They outlet ahead. Down to the corner. Picked up. Throw it out top. Swing it. Long two. Is good. It's 22-3. They put up 3. So we get Sophia. Skips to Emma. Now to Maya. Maya gets it knocked loose. She'll track it back down. Back to Emma. Sophia for 3. That's no good. Rebound Trojans. That's ahead. And then across into the baseline. Up top. Back to the free throw line. Get the runner down the lane. Shot blocked by Ash. Out of bounds. They'll stay with the Irish as Maeve and Grace P check back in. Maya and Emma will take a seat. 1:34 to go in the second. Trojans with a 23. It should be 22-3 lead. Inbound left corner, then thrown deeper. Back up to the free throw line. Swing it out top. Around the screen, throw to the corner. Down to the block. Pivot, shot blocked, grabbed by Grace. Grace to Grace to Maeve. Tries to get it down to Ash. Ash will track it down. Tries to get it back up to Maeve. That's taken away by the Trojans. They'll outlet, look ahead, then swing it back, then skip it back up ahead. Drive it on Grace. Slade up and in. They got the score fixed. It's now 24-3. Under a minute to go in the half. Grace gets her pocket pick knocked out of bounds. They'll stay with the Irish with 44.1. And now Grace M. She'll take the 3. That's banked in. So 24-6 Trojans. They're going to take a 3 from the top of the key. That's off the iron, no. Rebound Trojans. Pivot, put back, off the iron, no. Rebound, put back is good. To 26-6. Grace to attack. And they'll draw foul. Trojans third of the quarter. Now to Grace with 15 seconds to go. She'll skip it over to Grace M. Swings to Sophia. To Grace for 3. No. Rebound Maeve. She'll skip it out to Grace for 3. That's banked off. No. Rebound tracked down by Grace. She'll throw up a wild one. That will not go at the half. St. Pat's Irish trail the Washington Central Trojans 26-6. Will be Trojan ball as we start the second half. Irish with Grace, Maya, Emma, and Maeve. Irish trailing 26-6. the timeline, pick up the dribble. Pivot, and then just beat the 5-second clock. They'll swing it right, all the way around the corner, then out to the corner, cut off there, then dribble it back out top. Loses the handle, but bounces right to the Trojans. Throw into the block, one dribble, hook shot goes up, no, rebound Trojans, put back is good. Grace starts left, kicks it back to Emma. Emma gets it knocked loose. She gets it to Grace in the corner for three. That's good. It's at 28-9 Trojans. Pick up the dribble. That's knocked loose by Mayak. Right to Emma. Emma floats ahead to Grace. She throws it up off the glass. That won't go. Rebound Trojans. They'll outlet, look to go quickly. Maya and Emma are both back. They'll slow things down. Kick it out top. Grace knocks it loose, and then a big collision on the loose ball. Grace hit her head. Trojan hit her shoulder. Bryn will check in for Grace. Looking left on Bryn. Circle back right. That's a travel. That's what's called. Down to Emma. Emma quickly down left side, floats it to Grace, who can't catch it clean. It's out of bounds to the Trojans. Trojans. Yep, pick up the dribble. Thrown tracked down by the Trojans, right side, then back to the top of the key. Down to the block, throw it up, and it drops. Didn't think it was going to drop, and then it did. 30-9 Trojans. Emma across to Bryn. Bryn back to Emma. Emma picks up the dribble back to Bryn. Bryn into traffic, gets to Maya. Maya down to Maeve, where she's double, gets it back to Maya. Swings to Bryn, skips to Emma. Emma for the long three. That won't go. Rebound, pulled down by Bryn, gets it to Maya. Maya high off the glass, no. Rebound Trojans. 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Trying to drive on Maya, cut off there. Back out top. Swing to the free top of the key. Emma tries to knock it loose. It's tied up. Emma will knock it loose and then come away with it. She'll skip it across to Bryn. Bryn to Emma. Emma for three. That's off the iron. No. Grace M pulled down the rebound. She'll take one dribble, lay it up off the glass, and in. 30-11 Trojans. Just held the pivot foot, floated across, then gets by Grace, lays it up and in. Floats across to Bryn. Bryn tries to get it back to Emma. That's taken by the Trojans. I'll take down the right side, lay up and in. To Bryn. Bryn into the pocket, gets it out to Maya. Maya tries to get down to Maeve. It's knocked loose. Maeve catches it, tries to get to Maya in the corner. Thrown away to the Trojans. Trojans over the timeline. Maeve tries to knock it loose. They cut back. Free throw line. Left side, back to the free throw line, turn, shoot, no, rebound, tipped, it's loose. Trojans will track it down near midcourt. Then drive all the way to the baseline, put up a floater, that won't go. Rebound Trojans, they kick it out. Jumper is good. 36-11. Emma's pass to Bryn's taken away by the Trojans. Emma will commit the foul on the layup attempt. Trojan will go to line for 2 with 2:20 to go in the quarter. First free throw, no good. Sophia and Ash will check in for Bryn and Maeve. Second free throw, never got rim. Be Irish ball. Emma quickly over the timeline over to Grace. She takes one dribble, tries to get it to Emma. Deflected, but Emma will track it down to Maya. Down to Ash on the block. Back out to Maya, swings it to Emma. She'll skip it over to Grace. She'll bring it into traffic and be fouled. .202 left to go, third quarter. Now to Emma. She'll take the floater. That rattles out. Rebound pulled down by the Trojans. Lob down. Grace knocked it loose. Out of bounds. Last touch by a Trojan. Grace, or Emma head to Grace, skips it over to Maya. She'll bring it in, tries to get it down to Ash. It's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Irish. Inbound to Ash. She'll pivot, shoot, score. 36-13 Trojans. Bring it right, then back left. Kick it out to the top of the key. Drive down the lane. Kick it out. Long jumper. That's no good. Rebound Maya. She'll get it to Emma. Emma will push left side. Then back out. Get to Grace. Thought about the three. Then looks to drive. Floats it to Sophia in the corner. She tracks it down. Gets it to Emma. Emma back to Sophia. Sophia to Maya. Maya gets her pocket pick. Sophia will track down the loose ball. Float to Grace M. She dribbles, picks up the dribble then. Gets Sophia, left elbow. She'll drive to the corner. And then she gets her pocket pick, but the Trojans stepped on the sideline, out of bounds to the Irish. Down to Emma. Emma circles and backs out. And looks to attack again. Swings it to Grace. Grace swings it to Maya. Baseline. Double comes. She tries to get it to Grace, and that's going to be over her head, and that will be over and back. Trojan ball with 35.6 and a 36-13 lead. Inbound to the baseline. Deflected, regathered, shoveled out top. Working right. Around the screen. Down to the baseline. Lose the handle, then regains. Kick it out. Maya deflects it. Trojans gate it. Down to the block. Thrown up. Too strong. Rebound. Tracked down in the corner by the Trojans. She'll roll down the lane, lays it up, high off the glass, no. Rebound, Trojans, the kick out, baseline jumper, that won't go. Rebound, Ash, with 4 seconds to go. 3, she'll throw up a runner, good if it goes, and it rims out. There is no clock that she could see going that way. A little home court advantage there. After 3, Trojans 36, Irish 13. Be Irish balls. We start the fourth quarter. Grace M, Maya, Emma, Ash, and Sophia on the floor for the Irish. Swing it to Emma. Sophia in the corner. She'll track it down at the baseline. Kick it back out to Grace for three. That's no good. Rebound Trojans. Make court, pick up the dribble. Floated, but Ash will take that away, and Emma will gets it to Emma. She'll bring it up. Emma to Grace, to Sophia in the corner. Skip pass intercepted by the Trojans. Bring it left side, down to the block, put up a floater. That's off the glass, no. Rebound Trojans, put back is good. 38-13. Emma, Sophia in the corner. She'll dribble out top, pick up the dribble, get it to Grace. Long three, that was a little too long. Out of bounds to the Trojans. Maeve will check in for Ash. Left, throw the top of the key. Looking right, pick up the dribble. Draw it top. Driving baseline, tripped. Maeve's gonna get called for a push, although I think it was more of a tangle of feet. First of the quarter, 4:50 to go. Down to the baseline. Kick it out to the elbow. Sophia tries to tie it up. Trojans pull it away. They'll throw down further, then dribble out top. Turns the corner. Dives down to the block. Pull up. No. Rebound Trojans. Put back. Too strong. Rebound. Through some legs. Still loose. Kicked around. Pulled away by the Trojans and fouled. First free throw is good. Second free throw, no good, and didn't get the rim, so it'll be Irish ball. Emma to Grace. Sophia in the corner. She looks to drive baseline, gets it cut off, pulled away by the Trojans. Come the other way. Pick up the dribble at the block. Kick it out up top, free throw line. Pivoting, throw across, left side, jumper. Won't go. Rebound, Sophia. She'll get it to Emma. Emma to Grace. Sophia in the corner. Dribbles off a foot. Trojans come away with it. Grace picks the pocket. Jump ball. I think that should be Irish ball. I don't think they switched the arrow again at the quarter. Trojans rolled down the lane, laid up and in. 41-13, 3:40 to go. Emma picks it up at the elbow, bounce pass to Grace. She'll swing it to Maya, who can't handle it. It's out of bounds to the Trojans with 3:31 left. Working right. Split the defenders, but it loses the handle. It'll stay with the Irish, or stay with the Trojans, excuse me. Trojans inbound baseline. Dribble out top. Pick up the dribble. I'll hand off. Oh, dribble it on the half court line. That's over and back. Irish ball with 3:11 to go. So Grace, Maya, Emma, free throw line, jumper, rattles and drops. 41-15. The timeline working left. Pick up the dribble. Try to go to the free throw line. Grace knocks it loose. Trojans save it back. Put on Maya. One backing out. That pass intercept by Emma. She'll come the other way. Gathers herself, lays it up and in. 41-17. Nice dribble. That's a moving screen, and that's what's called. Irish ball with 2:20 to go. Now to Emma. Emma over to Grace. Maya in the corner. Tries to get Sophia on the block. Taken away by the Trojans. They float it back. Work left side. Throw to the block. Grace knocks it loose. Trojans track it down. Go to the elbow. One dribble in for three. That's good. It's at 44-17 Trojans. Minute 55 to go. Emma takes it all the way, lays it up off the glass and in. Trojans over the timeline with a 44-19 lead. It's out top. Right corner. And go further, walled off there. Throw it back out top. Dribbles it off the foot. They track it down. Dribbled again. Thought it was her own foot she dribbled it off of. That should have been double dribble. Grace will tie it up. Jump ball. Irish ball with a minute 21 to go. Emma to Grace. Maeve in the corner. She'll take the three. That's it! 22-44. Trojans with the lead. Minute 10 to go. Grace defending. They come left. Maya with the help. Pick up the dribble. Throw to the free throw line. Pivot, looking for the block, then kick it back out top. Working left. Kick back. Emma with the steal. She gets it taken right back. Trojans working right. 45 seconds to go. Thrown away. Irish ball. Emma to Grace. Back to Emma. Emma to Maeve. Maeve for three again. That's good. It's at 25-44. Under 30 seconds to go. Trojans top of the key. Maeve with the steal. She'll come away with it. Coming right side. That's intentional foul. Maeve will go to the line for two. She was they don't even give her a shooting foul? Inbound to Emma, back out to Grace. Sophia, long two. That's too strong. Rebound tracked down by Maya. 5 seconds to go to Emma. She'll take a runner with three. That rims out. And that's your final. Washington Central Trojans 44, St. Patrick's Irish 25. 8th graders will find out their regional opponent probably sometime next week. Their regionals start after Thanksgiving. We'll see you with the 7th grade regionals on Saturday. See you then.